Hello guys, I know it hasn't been long since my latest post, but I figured, after my last one, I kind of owed it to y'all. Kind of scared. Car behind me and I'm at the ATM. Kind of owed it to y'all to upload again because my last post was probably rather depressing. But yeah, I've just been doing some thinking, of course. And I've just come to realize that, I know that our relationship had its ups and downs. And it was rough at times, it was also good at times. But, that's just how relationships go, especially for young people. We started dating. We started dating when I was 15, she was 16. And just the way I, look at it is that we're both still young. There are a lot of boundaries. I've just been thinking about it. I've been thinking about more like, what would I do if she came back now? Would I take her back immediately? Obviously, yes, it feels that I would. And of course, I'd want to because I still care for her. But also, she did cross a lot of the boundaries I had. And I know I did the same for her, but it's no excuse for either of our actions. I definitely crossed some pretty big boundaries. Broke trust. She did the same thing. And I know that she's already in a relationship. I don't know if you call it a rebound relationship. It kind of seemed like the little last portion of the time we were dating that she was planning on getting with this guy anyways, if we broke up. And that's a boundary. So it's just one of those things where I know that I still love her. I don't know how much love she still has for me. I'd imagine it'd at least be a little bit. But I don't know, maybe at some point in the future I'd be open to getting back with her. But one of the big problems she told me with staying together, she didn't know if I'd actually change. If it actually change, and that now that I'm actually trying to change, if she would work to try and get back with me, I don't think I'd trust her to have changed at all, because I don't think people who immediately get in relationships after being in a long relationship change all that much. It's still tough. I really would like to be with her or comfort me, have me comfort her. It sucks because she left right as, during the school year for us, we always had our problems, especially whenever sports picked up and I had to start playing. And she started playing a sport, which the guy she got with plays as well. So that was rough to think about, because even while we were dating, she had told me some stuff about the guy, made me feel weird. Made my insecurities maybe make her uncomfortable. But that's part of being in a relationship. You're gonna have insecurities. And you like to be reassured, especially because we were both kind of overthinking people. We tend to overthink with this. It's just, it's hard because she left during the period in our relationship where things always got better for us, which was the summer. There was no pressure from school. We were allowed to, spend more time together. We spent a couple of summers together, and they were really, really good periods of my life. And it's hard because I want her for this summer. I want to start crying. It's hard because I want her to be with me, but I know that she has someone else now. And while that's hard, I still like for her to change as a person. It's weird, but I'd still like for there to be a chance between us. But, I'm not. It's hard to say. Like, I would 1,000% hold out for her if I knew that she'd actually change. But the thing is, I don't know if she's gonna actually change. I mean, who knows? I don't know if her new relationship's gonna work out. I want her to be happy at the end of the day. It's rough because it's with someone else, but if I were looking at it, even if it's my friend asking me, like a close personal friend, they're asking if they should get in a relationship with someone immediately after breaking up, I would say no. But her friends always kind of had issues with me. And I think my girlfriend allowed that, my ex-girlfriend allowed that to kind of like get to her sometimes. Also didn't help that, another boundary she crossed that I had was, I didn't want her to talk about me behind my back, especially in a negative manner, which is how it usually ended up being. But, can't really change that now. I asked her to stop multiple times. She never did, and I always just kind of pushed it in the back of my mind. And I realize now that I deserve more than that. Like, I deserve more. I mean, sure, never give your partner something negative to say about you, and you don't have to worry about them talking negatively about you, but you should never have to worry about your problems being spilled to other people, especially if you ask explicitly for it not to be I think it's okay to go to someone for assistance, help, what to do, but not in a gossiping drama manner of speaking. It's just rough because I don't know. I'm trying. I feel better today. Still on the edge. I feel. What the fuck is this car doing? Still on the edge. I feel a little. I saw her today. And it's rough, but I'm gonna try my best to continue becoming a better person. Working on myself mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, growing. And I just hope that if she does the same, and if she doesn't, then I hope that God puts someone in my path that will be willing to do those things for me, and will be willing. Because, when we first started dating, she was willing, to make these changes, to grow in our relationship with God. And I tried. I'm sure I never wanted to come off like this is her fault. I can't control her actions. I can only control my actions, and I messed up a lot. I messed up more than she did, especially during the relationship. I know I didn't treat her right. What the heck? Oh, the pool's open. I didn't even know that. We have a public pool and it's open. But yeah, I definitely messed up more than she did, especially early on in our relationship. And I think I got better as we went on, but it just wasn't at a rate. And I think with her, honestly, she was so willing early on, but I hurt her so much that she kind of closed herself off. Whoa. Is that a track meet? Oh my God. I think that I made it to where she closed herself off from changing for me. Because every time she made the effort, it was not reciprocated by me. If that makes any sense. Every time I attempted to, I don't know if there's gonna be any parking. Holy crap! Every time I attempted to make the change, I couldn't do it. I mean, I didn't do it correctly. I definitely, hindsight's 20/20. I can't go back and change my actions. I can't go back and change what I've done. Traffic is ruined. I guess I'm not going here right now. I guess I'll have to go park like at a Food City parking lot. We have Food City close to my school. But yeah, I just realized that I think I don't think she's doing the breakup in a healthy way. But then again, we didn't do our relationship in a very healthy way either, so I don't blame her. And I feel like if I were to talk to her about it, she'd think that I was just strictly trying to, get back with her, but that's not what it is at all. I think she's a very stubborn person. She's very set in her actions. So it's kind of hard, to convince someone like that. But I genuinely don't think what she's doing is the right way to go about this, especially if she wants to change and grow as a person. I think that, I don't know, I think a lot of people agree with me. I don't know who really wanted, even I think people who have done what she's done have agreed later on that it's not the way to go about handling like a serious breakup. It just really results in you hurting another person because of what someone else has done to you. And if I could get on my knees, and beg for forgiveness and for her to, not even for her back, but I just want to see her become a better person, Like, yes, I want to see her happy, but I also want to see her grow, as a person. Because I still, I still love her, and I still, care for her. So I don't wish hate, I don't wish disrespect, I don't wish ill will. I don't feel any of that towards her right now. I feel betrayal. I feel, sadness, obviously. I feel like I could have done things different. I feel like she could have stuck around and I could have changed and become a better person. But, none of that happened. So, you just have to think about the now. And the now is I wish she'd go about this differently. I feel like it hurt both of us less in the long run. And it definitely helped her, grow from this more. And maybe it's just, I also don't want to be blamed for, I know that, I didn't do things in a very healthy way while we were dating, but I do not want to be blamed for hurting someone else because of how our relationship went. If that makes any sense. I didn't ask her to jump into another relationship, so I don't want her negative and toxic actions to be blamed on how she acted during our relationship, because that's the whole point of the period after our relationship is healing and getting rid of those toxic behaviors. Because she also, that's not all on her, but she did have toxic behaviors. She did have negative traits. She did not do right things. I talked about some of them in this video. She crossed boundaries. I did too, but again, that's part of the healing process, is that I'm attempting to make it to where I won't do that, either with her in the future or with whoever I get, whoever God puts in my path, my other soulmate, or if she was my soulmate, I don't know. It's God's will. I'm reading the Bible more. I think it's Colossians chapter 13. I think it's called literally the love chapter. Don't quote me on that, because I can't remember all that well. I have my Bible right here. We can start doing, we should start doing Bible. We can start doing Bible readings, or Bible studies. I kind of dig that. Colossians is interesting. But yeah, this Bible actually has a really cool story behind it. Oh, looks like I was reading Galatians chapter 5 as well. Here it is. Okay, yeah, I said don't quote me on that, and I was correct. Anyways. Yeah, this video is getting about long enough. I just want, it to be known that I don't wish any ill will on my previous partner. I miss them dearly, deeply. On a lot of levels, I didn't really think that I had gotten to, I knew that I knew them, but on a lot of levels, I didn't think that I had gotten to know them. But I also think God does do everything for a reason, and maybe this was just God's will. You know, God was removing them from my life so I could become a better Christian, so I could become a better person. I just wish that they would also become. I can't speak on what they're doing because I don't know what they're doing. I see them, what they're doing at school, and I don't think that is healthy for their relationship with God, and it's really burdening my heart because I want to talk to them about it, you know. And I've asked, and they said no. Like, maybe it's just not my place, but I don't want to see them make mistakes that, you know, could hurt them down the road or make them have any regrets. And I feel like the biggest regret you can have is, you know, messing up an opportunity God gave me directly to, you know, change and become a better Christian. So yeah, this video is about long enough. Really long video. Today has been okay. It's not over yet. Still tough. Can't wait to go to sleep. Tomorrow may be rough as well. But yeah. Hope you all have a good day. Hope you all have a good day. I love all of y'all. Make sure y'all drink plenty of water, and see ya.